The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming to this week's Page Inc. webinar. Today we're going to be talking about how to effectively run contest promotions and coupons on your Facebook page. My name is Josh Allen. I am one of the social media strategists here at Orange Soda. We also have Crystal Burns with us. She has helped me put together these slides. If you guys have questions as we're going through these slides, feel free to email us at pagingsupport@orangesoda.com, and we should get back to you shortly after you email us. So again, we're going to be talking about how to effectively run contest promotions and coupons on your Facebook page. So first off, I wanted to go over some of the best practices that we want to use as we have these up and running on our Facebook page. So first off, we want to keep it clear and simple. We don't want to make it too hard or too complicated for our users. We found that having the least amount of steps as possible helps it be more engaging with with our clients and with our fans, and easier for them to work with. If there's too many steps or too many gates that the user has to get through in order to actually enter the contest, then odds are they're going to drop out before they even enter the contest, and they're not going to have a positive experience with it. So again, keep it clear and simple, as clear and as simple as you can possibly make it. Next, we want to be able to, we want to share this contest or this promotion across all different social platforms, and that includes Twitter, Pinterest, Google+. Basically, if you post this contest on Facebook, but you also have a social audience somewhere else, make sure that social audience is aware of this contest on your Facebook page. So just make sure you promote this contest as much as possible so that a lot of people know about it and are able to enter it, and then you have people talking about it. Depending on your demographic, you want to give away something that is relevant to your audience. So if you're in the tech industry, you want to obviously give away something that people in the tech industry would like, such as an iPad or an iPhone, something like that. We've seen it where people give away their own products or services, or they give away like a gift card. You could get a $100 gift card and give that away, or a gas card, something like that. But the most important thing to remember there is it needs to be relevant for your audience. And then whatever you decide to do for your promotion, make sure that you stay within the Facebook guidelines, and that goes for all social networks. If you are running a contest on Twitter, make sure you stay within Twitter's guidelines. All these different social media sites have pretty set standards on what's acceptable as far as promotions and contests go, and what's not acceptable. So make sure you're following those things. We don't want you guys to do something that's outside of the guidelines and then be penalized for it. Obviously, that's not beneficial to you guys, and it's not going to help your company grow. The good thing about this is all of the apps or all of the widgets that are built into the paging tool, and that you can create these custom apps with, all of them are built around the guidelines for Facebook. So they work in correspondence with the Facebook guidelines, and so you don't really have too much to worry about there. But it is really good to keep yourself updated as far as what's acceptable for contests and not just for your own knowledge. One thing that we've seen be really effective for some of our clients is to send out an email blast, and this is something that's often overlooked in today's world of social networking. People often forget about sending out emails and email networking and that stuff, but the truth is emails are a great way to reach a large audience very quickly. And so we found that people who send out email blasts often get much more people entering their promotions and their contests. So be sure to do that. Don't overlook that like so many people are. I'm going to start out with kind of an example. But first off, I want to talk about what the point of running contests and promotions is. And really, there's 4 things that we want to do when we run these promotions. We want to first create a conversation. We want to get people talking about it, and we want to get as much exposure as possible. And that comes as we build a conversation. We also want to create business leads, and that will come. You probably won't get business, or you probably won't sign up every person that enters your contest as a client for your business, but you probably will have a handful of people who do turn into future clients for your company. So we'll create business leads with the promotions. We also increase customer satisfaction and increase brand loyalty. So when we run these promotions and these contests, our fans love it. They're far more satisfied when we do this, and they keep coming back to us. They have much more loyalty for us or towards us when we do these contests. An example of this, or an example of an effective contest that was run recently by one of our clients, is Dollar Shave Club. They had a new office pet that they wanted their fans to name, and so they decided to turn it into a contest. So they just had, as you can see, this image up here of their new hamster, and under the image of the hamster, they just said, "What shall we name this furry little phenom?" And they had people answer in the comments below that to enter to win a free T-shirt. And as you can see, they had 3 specific goals. They wanted to engage with their current fan base. They didn't really care too much about getting more likes or getting a ton of visibility, as they've got a good fan base right now. So they just wanted to be more engaged with their fans. They wanted to start a conversation. They wanted their fans to start saying, "Hey, this is really fun." Maybe share it with their friends on their Facebook page. And then obviously they wanted to get a new name for their new office pet, the little hamster. As a result, you can see that they had almost 50 shares, almost 300 likes, and almost 200 comments. And this was only up for a week or so. And so, in just 1 week, they had tons of great results. And in total, they landed over about 1,300 page views for this specific app, or for this contest itself. And if any of you are wondering, the new name of their new office pet is Whiskafer Walk-In. So obviously a very successful contest right there, and very effective for them. I wanted to talk now just a little bit about the different types of promotions that you can create using the paging tool. and using the different widgets within the paging tool. The first one is kind of our we call it, or we say it's the tried and tested way of getting fans on Facebook. It's a really simple, very effective way to quickly grow your audience. So this is just the traditional sweepstakes. And if you've been a paging client for a while, or if you've played around in the paging tool a little bit, you've probably seen this around and are probably pretty familiar with it. But basically, it's a three-step process where fans like the page, so they like your Facebook page. They enter their email so that you can notify the winner through email, and you can also use that email in your newsletters to send newsletters to. Excuse me, and you can, and then they're also asked to share the contest on their own wall, and that creates more brand visibility and kind of is that viral effect. And so quite a lot of people can see this contest and enter it. Again, super simple, 3 steps, and they're entered in to win a great prize. You can see an example of this on the left right here in this image. Synergy Aesthetics and Wellness. They said once we reach 500 likes, we're giving away a dermapen treatment, which is a $200 value. And right below that, it has the arrow that points to the contest or the steps to enter. And you can see it's just the 3 steps right there. Again, very simple, but we've seen this to be probably the most effective contest app that Paging has to offer, and very effective at building out or building up your audience and getting new fans on Facebook. The next one is very engaging. It's a little more complicated, but it's very engaging. What it does is it puts the user up against another user. And not just against one other user, but against many other users. So this is a photo video contest, and what it does is it allows users to upload a video or a photo, as well as a title and description of that file, and they can share that, or once they upload it onto this app, they then share this app with their friends on their wall and on their timeline, and ask their friends to vote for that photo or that video that they've uploaded. And at the end, the user with the most points wins. So you get points by the amount of stars that people give you. And you can set it so that people can vote every day, or every week, or just once. So you can adjust that in the settings for the app. But it's really effective. It gets people to invite their friends to see your Facebook page and to see the contest, and maybe even enter themselves, and creates a very big conversation that way. A lot of people are going to see this if you do this contest and if you promote it. A lot of people are going to enter, and it's going to create a lot of engagement. So that's one of the really good things about this contest. The next one is pretty similar to this, but instead of being user versus user, it's kind of product versus product, or service versus service. Basically, you can upload 2 different photos and put them up against each other, have people vote to see which they like more. A great way to use this is, let's say you're a restaurant and you want to know what dish your fans would prefer to see on your menu. So let's say you have 2 new dishes and you only have room for 1 more dish to be added to your menu. You can take pictures of the 2 different dishes, put them up on this viral voting contest, have people vote to see which one they like more, and then you can take that insight back to your restaurant and say, okay, more people like this dish, and so we need to add this dish to our menu, as opposed to this one, which not as many people voted for. People can enter this by voting and then sharing with their friends. You can also have them enter their email address, so you can have it be a 2- or 3-step process, and then there can be a random drawing for the winner. So very simple for both you and the user. For you, it's simple to create, simple to run. For the user, it's simple to follow and simple to enter. And again, it provides you with some great business intelligence for your company. The Socialize with Us contest is probably our newest widget that we have on the paging tool. It's called the Promo Plus widget. We use it, we kind of call it, for the app, we call it a Socialize with Us contest app. But the widget in the paging tool is the Promo Plus widget. With this, you're able to build a contest where users can complete different tasks and earn points as they complete those different tasks. And once they've earned a certain amount of points, they're entered into a contest or a random drawing. So you can see over here on the right-hand side, you can see the example. It has a point total at the very top, and that will auto, or that will change automatically as different tasks are completed by the user. And then, so you have the point total at the very top, and then you can see that each task is broken down into specific point values. So if they liked you on Facebook, they'd gain 100 points. If they followed you on Google+, they'd gain 50 points. And you can, in the terms and conditions, you can say, you know, must have a point value above, you know, 200 points or whatever it is, whatever you want it to be in order to be eligible to win contests. And in the analytics, you're able to see how many points a user has from the tasks that they've completed, and you're also able to see exactly what they've completed and what their answers were. So you can add in questions where, let's say for March Madness, you know, that's coming up, and so you want to figure out who they think is going to win March Madness. You can ask a question such as, out of these 4 teams, who do you think will rank the highest at the end of the season? And then you can have 4 different choices, and they can select the one that they think will rank the highest at the end of March Madness. And on the back end in the analytics, you're able to see that, oh, they answered Indiana, or they answered Michigan State, something like that. So you're able to see those answers and able to see their points. And again, it helps you gain important business intelligence. You can use those questions to ask or to gain insight about your company and from the fans' perspective. So you can really gain a lot of intelligence off of this app in this contest. And at the same time, it's very simple and very engaging with your fans. It's just broken down into specific tasks. And it creates a lot of virality, and so you're gonna see a lot of people talking about this and a lot of people coming to this app as you have it up on your Facebook page. Probably one of the simplest promotions that you can do on your Facebook page is the coupon app. And basically what this does is it gives you the ability to reward your fans with a special offer or a coupon. And with this, we do have the ability to turn it into a like gate, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. or an example of that in just a second. But basically, what it is the image that they see before they like the page is different than what they see after they like the page. And once they do like the page and see this offer, they can click on this Get Coupon link or this Get Coupon button, and it will download to their computer, and then they can print it out and bring it into your restaurant or to your store and receive that special offer. And this is what I mean by turning it into a like gate. So as you can see, the image before they like the page is different than after. Before they like the page, it says, like us to reveal special offer, and it's pointing up to the like button. After they click that like button, then the page refreshes, and they can see the special offer, and they can see the coupon code, and then use it. And you could, instead of having this coupon code here, you could have a Get Coupon button where they could download the coupon, as I showed you in the slide right before this one. So some of the things that we want to remember as we're creating these contests and promotions is that we're trying to create a conversation. We really want people talking about us when we're running these promotions. If no one enters your contest or your promotion, then it hasn't been effective. So we want to change some things there. So create a conversation, create business leads. That's going to come as people enter your contest. They're going to gain interest in your company, and hopefully that will turn into a new client for you. We're also going to try and increase customer satisfaction and increase brand loyalty, and contests and promotions, again, help with that, just because they bring, they continue to bring fans back to your Facebook page over and over, and it creates that brand loyalty there, and it rewards them for following your Facebook page, and obviously gives them good feelings there and a positive attitude of your company. So their satisfaction with your brand is going to be higher than it was before. That's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have questions about any of this stuff that I went over, or about anything else related to social media, feel free to email us at pageinksupport@orangesoda.com. You can see in the details of this video right below this video. You should be able to see that email address, in that description box. Again, thanks for coming, everyone. Hope to see you at next week's webinar. Thanks.